Welcome everyone. As you can see, this year we are doing things a bit differently as we continue to navigate through the COVID-19 pandemic. Under the distinguished patronage of the Premier of Bermuda, the Honorable E. David Burt, JPNE, and the Department of Youth, Sport and Recreation, we welcome you to the 39th Annual Sports Awards. Awards are presented to athletes, coaches, and administrators who have excelled in the 2019 athletic year. This year, we celebrate United Through Sports. Welcome Premier, ladies, gentlemen, and all our athletes. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to extend a warm welcome to the Minister, my Minister of Community Affairs and Sport, the Honorable Butterfield, who will present the Minister's Awards for Cricket and Football. Minister. Good evening to all. And a special good evening to Premier David Burt, to our award recipients, their families and supporters, and to those who are watching this presentation. Welcome to the 39th Annual Sports Awards. This year's theme is United Through Sports. As you can see, we are hosting this year's event slightly different from that in previous years. But we are united in recognizing the amazing achievements of all of our athletes. You see, this year, faced with the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic, we've had to re-evaluate how we gather to celebrate our successes and achievements. I am pleased to note that thanks to the innovative vision of the Department of Youth Development and Sports, we were able to come up with the concept of pre-filming of the 2019 Sports Awards for all to see. This also fulfills our commitment of honoring those sports stars who have accomplished their highest goals in the past year. So on this occasion, we are delighted to join together to celebrate you, our sports stars. We celebrate your hard work, your dedication, and your sporting contribution to Bermuda. I know at times it may seem like your hard work goes unnoticed, but tonight is a testament that you are seen and you are appreciated. This year, we truly miss the camaraderie and pride that comes from participating in or simply watching sports. But tonight, we felt obligated to gather together in the spirit of sportsmanship to thank you. I extend a huge congratulations to each of our 2019 sports awardees, and it is my honor to salute you. So let's begin with the Minister's Awards, which intend to honor 2 athletes each, 1 male and 1 female, from the national sports of cricket and football, who best demonstrate the ideals of sports, sportsmanship, and who excel on the field during this calendar year.
Good evening. Thank you to the Government of Bermuda and the Minister of Sport for acknowledging my sporting ability. I'd also like to thank my parents and my family for supporting me and pushing me to do better in my sport. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'd just like to say thank you to and our government for acknowledging all the recipients and the hard work over the course of the 2019 season. And I hope to see you all again soon. Thanks a lot.
Evening. First, I would like to thank everyone who has nominated me for this prestigious award, as well as everyone who has supported me throughout my journey. Next, I would like to give a big thanks to all my coaches who have supported me and helped me develop into the player I am today. Last but not least, I would like to give a big thanks to my family, especially my parents, for supporting me in everything I do and taking me to all of my trainings every week, and mostly half the week. So finally, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you to the minister and the governor for awarding me this. I was still quite angry that after had not going unnoticed. So I just want to say thank you for noticing what I've done in my after putting to make this award.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm accepting this on behalf of my niece, Caitlin Ball. She just has to say, it is a privilege to receive the Female Junior Athlete of the Year award. When she began running, she did not imagine she could receive such an honor. As a novice in track and field, there have been challenges, but the Lord by her side, overcoming the obstacles, have helped her become better. Success has come with many surprises, but surpassing her own expectations and representing Bermuda has been a cherry on top of her Sunday. Thank you to all who have supported and prayed for her.
Good evening. This is such an honor for us and for me, Mia's there, to be representing her. I would like to thank the selection committee for recognizing Mia for this prestigious award, and Mia sends this message. I want to thank my coaches that I have thus far in my journey, especially my coaches that I had at Denny Town. Thank you, Coach Ida and David Basden, for always pushing me to the best of my ability. Thank you to my family for always being supportive throughout my journey. Lastly, I would like to say a special thank you to my parents who have always pushed me to be better and making numerous sacrifices so that I am able to pursue my dream. Again, thank you for this prestigious award.
Thank you. I am thrilled to receive this award. I would like to thank those who took the time to submit a nomination. None of my recent achievements would have been possible without the support of my coaches, Steve Burgess, Beth Crosland, and the coaching staff at Wake Forest. I look forward to continuing my journey as a runner under the guidance of my coaches, the ENAA, and my family. Thank you again.
First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who nominated me for this award. It means a lot to me. Thank you a lot. I'd then like to thank my parents for sacrificing a lot of money for me to go away to school in Florida. It's helped me a lot in my journey to hopefully become a professional golfer. And then I'd like to thank my coach at school, Frank, for helping me along the way. And without him, I wouldn't be here. Thank you.
Good evening, all. It's a pleasure and a privilege to be here tonight to represent my grandson, Nathan Armstrong. So fortunately, he couldn't be here tonight, so I'm stepping in for him. And I'd like to thank all that are responsible for helping him to accomplish this achievement. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Firstly, it's honestly an honor to be able to give with this. All the hard work, to Carifta, and even other travelers, it's really good. But obviously, I'd like to say a few thanks to Daley for nominating me for this award. Obviously, this is track up for the amazing training that they do. Special shout out to Jerome Richards for training me as well, and obviously my amazing support staff, my family, Zuill.
Good evening, Bermuda. First off, I would just like to thank the government of Bermuda for this award. Every time I put on my Bermuda gear, whether it's for training or competing, I am filled with the most immense pride. The 2019 season was a big one for me, having both the Lima 2019 Pan American Games and the Dubai 2019 World Para-Athletic Championships. Being able to bring home 3 Pan American Games medals, 2 of which were gold, and a Pan American Games record is certainly a highlight of my racing career so far. Ending the season being 4th in the world at World Championships in the T53 100-meter event, while tough to accept just being off the podium, I know now that I have put everything into that competition, and I can feel confident in knowing that I can get faster and stronger. I wouldn't be here today without a huge group of incredible people and organizations. Thank you to the Bermuda Paralympic Association for everything you do, for constantly working hard to bring awareness and acceptance of para-sport. Thank you to Renaissance Free, my incredible sponsors, for believing in my dream just as much as I do, and for giving me so many opportunities to grow as an athlete. Thank you to Coach Curtis for pushing me and guiding me so we can continue on in Coach Ken's memory. Thank you to Coach Lisa for everything that you do and for helping to keep our training group together. Thank you to my personal trainer Victor for constantly finding new ways to make me more powerful and stronger. Thank you to Reach Bermuda for your continued support along this amazing journey that all started with you. Thank you to my friends and my family who have all kept me sane. And lastly, always thank you to Coach Ken for giving me an incredible start as an athlete. I know that you are looking down on us every day and chopping down on your double bubble gum every time we hit a start line. To all the other nominees and award winners tonight, congratulations on all your successes. Each of you prove on a daily basis how hard work or where hard work gets you. Keep believing in yourself and fighting for your dreams. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for this award and for accepting it on behalf of Flora, who's in South Africa at the moment. Trying to get back to the States, but see what happens. We should be very pleased about this, all the support everyone's given her for our training. Coming back was really particularly difficult, as everybody well knows, but she did it, achieved it, and thank you very much for this. We appreciate it, as does everyone. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you. On behalf of the Bermuda Equestrian Federation and Annabelle Collins, we accept this award. Thank you so much from the Bermuda government as well as Department of Youth Sport and Recreation. Annabelle has realized a dream, a 20-year goal to actually represent Bermuda at the Tokyo Olympic Games. But as a result of COVID, she won't realize that goal until 2021. So thank you again on behalf of the Bermuda Equestrian Federation and Annabelle, and also her family who supports her with her pursuits. Thank you.
Believe it or not, I am more nervous accepting this award than I probably have been for my last 5 or so fights put together. But I really can't believe it. It's like all the athletes here, it's a long road, it's a long journey, and many people are involved. I'd like to do a quick shout out to my Bermuda Sunshine Association family. We're not a sports team in the typical sense. We're a group of individual athletes. We compete individually, but we couldn't do it without each other. So to all my coaches and my fellow teammates, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you again. I'll see you in training soon, hopefully. Also, I'd like to thank the Bermuda government. For years and years, the Bermuda Sunshine Association has been training without any funding or without even a proper facility, in backyards and grassy patches and on the beach. So it's not only all hard work, but just an outreach from the government that has gotten us far, and as well as me, and to get one of these awards. In the past year, for instance, we've traveled to the World Championships, recently been to Pan Americans and other sort of regional events and local events. So I'm so pleased to be a part of the organization, and thanking again the Bermuda government for giving me and us the backing to be so successful. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to the Department of Youth, Sport and Recreation for the recognition of my achievements in cycling in the last year. I think with this year, with all the race cancellations, I am extremely grateful that I've had the opportunity to represent Bermuda on the international stage, particularly at Pan American Games and Caribbean Championships. And I'm especially indebted to the Bermuda Bicycle Association, the Bermuda Olympic Association, my family, and my boyfriend, who have all supported me and enabled me to perform at my best in the past year. So thank you again to the department and everyone that has supported me. Thank you.
He had a phenomenal season last year and was hoping for another excellent season this year with Ironman. But unfortunately, much like what everyone has been saying tonight, as always, has been cancelled. But I know he's been training hard. He's shown us on Instagram and other feeds of what he's doing, and I know he's going to come back strong when races start again. So on behalf of Tyler Butterfield, thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Gage, he's a young man of very few words, but he went over the top today, so he sent me a WhatsApp message. This is what he has to say. It is with immense gratitude that I accept this award. I will continue to do my best to represent Bermuda. Congratulations to all of our recipients, and thank you to the people who have and continue to support me. This award is nothing without you. Best regards and stay safe. Thank you.
Good evening. I just want to say I'm very grateful for receiving this award tonight. I just want to give a couple of thanks to a couple different people and organizations. Firstly, I want to say thank you to Peter Gunn as well as my family for always being support figures and always trying to help guide me through my career and helping me make the next steps that are going to be best for me. I also want to thank the Bermuda Bicycle Association and the Bermuda Olympic Association for not only giving me the opportunities to go to overseas events, but also helping me with the financial side of it to getting to most of those events. And finally, I just want to say thank you to my teammates that help me when I'm overseas and make all of the results that we get possible. Thank you.
I would just like to say thank you for nominating me for the award and choosing me to be selected for this award. I'd also like to thank my family, my friends around me who helped me and pushed me to try and be the best player that I can be. Also like to thank my teammates, my coaches. They played a big role in my success, and everyone else, the Bermuda Cricket Board and everyone else involved with my cricket and the cricket around me. So yeah, thank you.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to thank the Bermuda government and Youth and Sports for putting on these awards every year. It's a great honor to have the sport of karting represented in these awards, and it's an honor to represent Bermuda Karting Club. Just like to thank my team in Bermuda, Rabbit, Turtle, Brian Hall, Ed Cook, my team in the States, Crockett Motorsports, Derek Crockett, Hardy Motorsports, and my parents, my grandfather for all their support. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much for this wonderful award. On behalf of all of my volunteers, we're all very grateful. Thank you very much. This is a wonderful privilege, more so because my mom started this program many, many years ago, and I was one of the first people to attend this. It's a huge privilege. I'd like to thank the Hockey Federation, the board, our President Keith, who supported me all the way, all of my volunteers who helped the program run, and very much for the youth and sport for helping fund and help run this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm pleased, honored, and humbled to accept this award on behalf of the Driving Horse and Pony Club, members and the Executive Committee. A very special thank you for the Bermuda Equestrian Federation for nominating the Driving Horse and Pony Club for this award. The Driving Horse and Pony Club was formed in 1973, and for the past 47 years has been committed to the growth and development of the sport of harness racing in Bermuda. Additionally, we have a strong and committed relationship with the Bermuda Equestrian Federation and work very closely with the board of directors to help ensure that they are able to deliver on their mission of enjoyment and development of the equestrian sport and community of Bermuda. The DHPC and our members look forward to continuing to grow and develop with the Bermuda Equestrian Federation in many years to come. Thank you again.
Can't walk prepared for speech, but I'll say this. I became involved in cricket because of the 99% of young people that we never talk about, that wants to do good schools or do sports, have else look with 1% that's shooting and all that stuff. I just want to help that 99%. Thank you.
I'd just like to say thank you for selecting us for this award. Obviously, this award didn't happen just by the three of us. It's a continuation of a program that was started by Lee and I that allowed us to realize our dreams. And now we're able to help youth in the sport sailing to go out and explore their dreams. So just want to say thank you for considering us for this award. But also, the kids, they've done a fantastic job, and they really do need all the support they can get. It doesn't happen just by the three of us. There's an army of volunteers that help us year in and year out. Since 2008, we've been able to raise in excess of $500,000 that's enabled us to send kids around the world to sail. And so just want to say a few thank yous. First of all, to the volunteers that help us strip containers and deliver in excess of 100 Christmas trees. 1,000. Oh, sorry, 1,000 Christmas trees in one day. That doesn't happen easily. But also, there's a couple others that need some thank yous. The Royal Hamilton Amateur Leading Club let us back containers into their property, and have done so. They thought they were saying yes for 1 year, but have been, in effect, allowing us to do it since 2008 for 12 years. So, thank you to them as well. Also, there's one guy that really is the glue that holds this whole effort together. He's here, Martin Cease. This guy runs our website. He makes sure that our trees get cleared through inspection, make sure that they go through customs, make sure that they get to the dinghy club, where the army of volunteers can then have people, and then manages the yard on the day it comes to deliver. Simply without Martin, it wouldn't happen. And so special thanks to Martin. And again, thank you very much for considering us for this award.
Premier Burt, Sportsman Photo. It is an honor for me to receive this award on behalf of my teammate, Alva Burchall. For those of you who do not know, Alva was one of the top pitchers produced by Bermuda Petticoat Softball League. Alva was considered our winningest pitcher, leading both the champion Derbyshire Diamondbacks and Bermuda Big Blue Machine to great success, including a gold medal in 1978 at the CAC Games. Alva wanted to be here tonight, but could not get here. She asked me to give her thanks to all of her teammates, managers, and coaches. She hopes to be home soon to express this herself. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Premier. Thank you for this award. Thank you for all the blessings that God has bestowed upon me. Jesus saved me, came all the way from heaven and saved me. I pray that his blessings will fall upon every Bermudian, all over Bermuda, that he'll do the same for them. Thank you so very, very much.
Premier Burke, Sportsman's Photo. First, I give honor to God for his generous gift of playing fast-pitch softball. It is truly a privilege to have been chosen to receive this prestigious award. My softball career began at the tender age of 13, having just started high school at Howard Academy, Frog Lake, Devonshire. Our gym teacher, Ms. Courtney Gilbert, was starting a girls' softball team, watched by our principal, Mr. Edward Dijon, as we trained. It was at that pivotal point when my potentials were noticed. Additionally, not only by our school heads, but by another gentleman who stood on the sideline, skillfully observing us as we trained. He was none other than Mr. Ashton Henry Thomas, who immediately invited me to train in the formation of the Devonshire Diamondbacks softball team in 1961. This invitation brought so much excitement to me, especially since I was the youngest and smallest on the team, whose first base glove was bigger than I was. Every moment played with the Diamondbacks was enjoyable and full of life experiences. Many attributes, such as knowing how to bond with my teammates, respecting their various opinions, accepting constructive constructive and the non-constructive criticism added to the development of my character today and learned the importance of valuing people. I shared the same thought process when playing against rival teams and as a member of Bermuda's national team and gold medalist, the Big Blue Machine. I wish I had the time to share my passion, my love, my joy for this wonderful sport of softball. So many people, all of whom I cannot name, have played an integral part in my shaping my successful softball career. Special thanks to my manager, Ashton Henry Thomas, coaches Quinton Tiny Mean, my special mentoring coach, Winston J.R. Jones, Braxton Stowe, the late Edward X. Brown, Rudy Myers, Herbert Chico Francis, and a special thanks to my teammates, the Devonshire Diamondbacks. For without you, this would not have been possible. And thanks to our littlest black girl, my daughter, Marcel Zuill, my family and friends, supporting fans, many of whom I know and do not know, who to date, when they see me in the street, they stop me or hail, saying, Diamondbacks. Then, last but not least, to the Bermuda Government Youth, Sport and Recreation Department and their committee. A hearty thank you, thank you, thank you.
Good evening. I want to thank the Premier for this award. Having been in this business for over 35 years as a club professional, I've had a lot of enjoyment of coaching and making those people better than what they are, whether it be for recreation or for those that wish to be, or aspire to be the top golfers in Bermuda. So with that, I'd like to thank the Bermuda Golf Association, especially for nominating for this award. Thank you.
Good evening. Principal to the PFA. Thank you. I mean, I've been in sports for so long now, and it's nice to get back. Thank you.
It's a massive honor for us as a team, as ambassadors for Bermuda. We've achieved a lot of things in the last 2 years. Obviously with COVID-19, we had a little stall on our second chance to qualify for the Gold Cup. So we're focused, we're ready. Hopefully after everything clears up and the world's back to the new normal, we can achieve this again. So thank you very much.
Good evening. I would like to thank the VNAA Association for selecting us to be a part of the Carifta 2019 team. It was all of our first Carifta, so it was a great experience. I'd also like to thank our coaches, Norman Simons and Devon Bloom, who helped us to prepare for the games. And on behalf of my team, we are extremely grateful being able to break the 20-plus year streak of Bermuda not winning a Carifta medal, and I'm looking forward to what we can do in the future together.
Good evening. As with most things, this is a great surprise for me. I wasn't supposed to be speaking. The captain's supposed to be here, but apparently he became somewhere else. But on behalf of the Somerset Cricket Club and the Somerset Cricket Team of 1979, I thank you all very much for this award, and I'm sure it will have a special place in my house. It was a special occasion because that was the first time in many years that Somerset had won the cup after, 25 years? So let's say go Somerset.
Good evening, Mr. Premier, distinguished guests, our athletes, their parents, and all those that are involved in sport. Tonight it gives me great pleasure to ask the Premier to come on stage so that we can start the presentation tonight. Mr. Premier. The winner of the Junior Female Athlete of the Year is
Well, Elan Daley, you've just been named the Junior Female Athlete of the Year for 2019, a big accomplishment. How does hearing that news or getting that phone call make you feel?
It's really exciting, and I'm really thankful for everyone that has helped me, along my journey. My grandparents, my grandpapa, my mom especially. My mom has done so much for me. I'll forever be grateful for my mom. My dad has helped me a lot, and my siblings. My little brother who always pushes me to go super fast. My big brother who got me into this sport. I'll always be thankful for that. My coaches, Ben, Richard, just everyone. I'm so grateful that they've helped me along this journey.
You've done some amazing things in 2019. What's some of the moments that stand out for you?
I'm gonna have to say Ontario Junior Internationals. That was probably one of my best meets for sure. It was an 18 and under meet, and I was really just going for a medal in anything. And I came second in my 100 free, and I was just so excited. Me and my mom were jumping up and down. That was super awesome. Yeah, and definitely Worlds too. It was a really great experience.
You set so many or broken so many Bermuda records along this journey thus far. At one point in time, you held every female record in the age group, I think 13, 14. Just these small accomplishments, well, they're kind of huge accomplishments, but do you set goals for yourself to break national records when you are at meets?
Yeah, I do. In 2016, I remember I did 50 free, and I went 27:07, the Canadian record. That's 30 years, I think. So that was really exciting. And me and my little brother try to do our best to cover records, the best times, always.
All right. Well, I want to say congratulations. Keep up the good work. All the best. Well, 2020 is kind of one of those things is pushed to the side.
Yeah.
So in future endeavors, all the best. And again, congratulations on being named the Junior Female Athlete of the Year for 2019.
Thanks.
First of all, I'd like to thank everyone that nominated me for this award. It means a lot. I'd also like to thank my golf coach, Grant Bell, in Florida, for almost being a second father for these last 2 years and helping me a lot out my game and maturing as a person. Last but not least, I'd like to thank my parents for sacrificing everything for me to go away to Florida for golf school. And I think it's worked out pretty well so far, and I look forward to the next 2 years. Thank you.
Wow, where do I even begin? This is absolutely incredible. Growing up with my disability wasn't always easy, but sports gave me a way to see past that. I've dedicated my life to being an athlete and growing into a strong and capable person that will stop at nothing until my dreams are achieved. Receiving this award is definitely one of those dreams that has always been at the top of my list. Being able to create a life that allows me to represent our beautiful island has truly been the greatest gift. But I also want to acknowledge that this day is not only big for me, but it's big for parasport and the journey to get to equal recognition. The heart, determination, and talent that athletes all have ingrained in them is in every type, form, and size of athlete who all give everything they have for their country. I'm so incredibly grateful to have such a powerful and strong country behind me. This award doesn't just have my name on it, but every single person and organization that has supported, guided, and helped the 67-pound woman become Bermuda's Senior Female Athlete of the Year for 2019. Thank you to the Bermuda Paralympic Association, to my sponsors, Renaissance Free, to Coach Curtis, to Karen and her family for being my family in Canada, to Coach Lisa and teammates Nan, Austin, and Isaiah, to Victor, my trainer, to everyone at Athletics Canada, to Winreach Bermuda, to the most incredible family and friends, and our dear departed Coach Ken. We did it! To the outstanding group of female athletes nominated in this category, congratulations. We are a small island, but we have a very fierce group of talent. Congratulations to both the Junior Athletes of the Year as well as the Male Athlete of the Year. While 2020 is not the season that we had all hoped for, we can all take pride in knowing that our athlete spirit, grit, and determination will help us get through it and come out stronger than ever. Tokyo is waiting for us. Keep believing, keep dreaming, and keep overcoming. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Tyler Butterfield, you have been named the Male Athlete of the Year. I can't remember how many times now, but first of all, congratulations. A job well done in 2019. How does being named the Male Athlete of the Year sit well with you?
Yeah, I mean it's always an honor. It's an honor to be selected for the Achievement Award. And so I was super happy to be even nominated. And then to win, there's so many athletes in Bermuda, and we're all proud to represent Bermuda. We want to represent Bermuda well. We want to represent ourselves well. And so, yeah, to be nominated and then to win is always a great achievement. 2019 was a special year for me because I'm coming to the end. And so I wasn't really sure. At the beginning of the year, I went and did a running race. And then I lowered the Bermuda Marathon record, which was great. And then obviously wasn't 100% sure about the triathlon career. But over the summer, got fit on all three and entered some races later in the year and won my first Ironman, which was Latin American champs in Cozumel. And set a new personal record for the Ironman and had the fastest Ironman for the year. So it's sort of all just the last race of the season just came together. I had some good ones along the way. And it was one of those dream years. Like it didn't really have huge goals at the beginning, but just put one step in front of the other. And sort of did that thing like doing your best the next week and then the next week and the next week. And it became probably my best year ever. So, it's a great honor to win. It always is. And I know my time is coming to an end. So someone's going to take it away soon and I'll probably never get it again. So I'm going to relish the opportunities I get.
Well, let me just say congratulations, job well done. And although you say you're coming to the end, it seems as if you're getting better with age. So let's just see how much longer your body can handle this type of competition.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully I can hang on, but there's always a time where it does come to the end. And thanks for all the support from Bermuda, from people like yourself that are supporting on the media side, and then the country itself and everyone who gets behind you. It does mean a lot to the athletes because we are normally overseas training and racing, and we've gotten comfortable, but we also miss Bermuda. I was looking to try and get back, but I don't know if it's going to be as easy as it sounds to get back. But so I think from all the athletes, we really appreciate the support that Bermuda gives us.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you, Earl.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Simons. Good evening, fellow cabinet members, members of parliament, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and especially awardees. It gives me great pleasure to be a part of the 2020 Annual Sports Awards, paying tribute to the tremendous contributions of our local athletes during 2019. This year, as a result of the pandemic, we were not able to hold any events in the same way as we have done in previous years. The rules and regulations, such as physical distancing and other restrictions, have led to numerous cancellations, postponements, and celebrating our achievements in many different ways. Through our collective discipline and collective management of this pandemic, Bermuda has made tremendous progress, and we are able to host events in limited forms, just as we are doing this evening. The Sports Awards was postponed from March, but we did not forget Bermuda's top athletes, who have sacrificed, worked hard, and are dedicated to their chosen sport. While the celebration this year may be different, the intent is always the same. To all of our talented athletes tonight, we acknowledge and reward your achievements. 2019 was a remarkable sporting year, with outstanding performances from a diverse group of athletes. The Annual Sports Awards not only showcases these accomplishments, but it also reminds us of the excellent talent we have on this small island, full of truly inspirational athletes. I would also like to recognize and celebrate our immortal athletes for their contributions over the years. And I echo the sentiments of Minister Fogo in thanking our administrators, national sports governing bodies, as well as our coaches and volunteers. We depend on their support to promote high standards of excellence in our athletes. I would also like to extend a special thank you to those companies who generously sponsor our athletes country is indeed grateful for your continued support. Finally, I would like to thank members of the media, because the exploits of our athletes are covered faithfully and dutifully by members who report on our sport and make sure that Bermuda recognizes their accomplishments around the world. It is not easy to keep up with what is taking place with all of our athletes, but there are dedicated persons that continue to do that. And thank you for celebrating our homegrown talent. Last, and certainly not least, we are grateful for all of those supporters that enthusiastically cheer our athletes on, and their families, taking time to show our athletes well-deserved accolades and an abundance of appreciation. Finally, in closing, I would like to thank certainly the Department of Youth and Sport for the work of which they continue to do to ensure that sports and recreation is promoted in this island. So to all, congratulations, and I continue to wish you the best in your endeavors. Thank you.